Now calling to order the conference committee for a series of higher education bills. Today is Friday, April 24th, 2026, 2:30 p.m. in conference room 229. Senator, good afternoon. Looking forward to working with you on a series of higher education bills to support our students. And I know we both share a commitment to holding certain parties accountable when it comes to their responsibilities. So again, I look forward to this conference experience. Up first, we have House Bill 2338, HD1, ST1, relating to the Hawai'i Community College Promise Program. For the House, I have myself and Representative Hussey as co-chairs. Member Amato is here as well. Member Muraoka is excused.
Okay, and for the Senate, myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, Sudani, and the court members.
Okay, thank you, Senator. So this is an administration bill, as you know, regarding the Hawai'i Community College Promise Program.
Yes.
I believe you made some amendments with regard to the putting a cap of no more than 95%. Would you mind explaining to the House your rationale for that, please?
Yes, I know we try to cover 100% of the costs that it takes to go to college. I think that people need to have some skin in the game. When you have everything free, it kind of take it like, we don't need to show up, I don't have anything to lose. I think having a small stake in it will give them a lot more feel that this is important, and they need to make sure that they are fulfilling and doing it. And when it comes, they get everything free, and then it also frees up some of the money, not a whole lot, but it frees up for others that really need it, because we don't have enough to go around for everybody, right? And we want to cover as many of the people that we can, helping them with at least a majority of something instead of get no help at all.
Right.
So that's the rationale.
Okay, thank you, Senator, for the explanation. And my understanding is the remainder 5%, we're probably talking about $200 to $300. Hopefully that doesn't keep anyone from attending community college. So I think that's a position the House is comfortable accepting. We did receive a letter from the Attorney General's office earlier today, just reiterating that the requirement implicating Article 10, Section 6, this is regarding the statewide concern.
Right.
So if you're okay with it, the House can initiate a CD1.
I like that.
Yes, including that language. And we do have defective dates on both sides. So within that CD1, we'd like to make it upon approval, if you're amenable to that. Okay, thank you, Senator. So when would you like to reconvene on this one? I know we have some other bills that might impact this.
Right, we want to, why don't we go ahead and reconvene on Tuesday?
Tuesday?
At 3 p.m. Most of our bills here.
Okay.
Because we're not going to get releases, I think, anytime soon.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, so Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Yes.
in this room, 229, and that date is 4/28, I believe, right? Am I correct? 4/28?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so reconvening on House Bill 2338 HD1 ST1 on Tuesday, 3 p.m. room 229.
Yes.
And we will work
We
on
will
that
do the
CD1.
draft, right.
Again, including the AG's suggestion on the Article 10 statewide concern and a clean effective date.
Good.
Okay. Thank you, Senator. Next bill is House Bill 2339 HD1 ST1 relating to the University of Hawaii revenue bonds. For the House, myself and Rep. Hussey as co-chairs. Member Amato is present. Members Capella excused. Member Souza is present. Thank you.
Okay, and for the Senate, we have myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. So I believe on this one, as it relates to the state budget, I believe the House included this initially as a general obligation bond versus a revenue bond. And I know the amounts are still blank. So if it's okay with you, I was just going to suggest we wait until we have further guidance from the money committees as to what that amount should be for us to fill in regarding the authority. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay, so we'll just roll this one over as well. Tuesday, 3 p.m. in this room? Okay, thank you. Okay, and I believe the next three bills are Senate bills, so defer to you, Senator.
Thank you. So Senate Bill 3229, this is the University of Hawaii Tuition Special Fund donor evaluations. And for the conferees on the House, myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. For the House, myself and Rep. Hussey as co-chairs, members Amato and is present, members Capella and Morocco excused.
So I believe I sent over, did you get a copy of the SD1? I mean CD1?
I don't believe I did, but I suspect it's just a clean effective date for that one. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so it's the clean effective date. Yes, I believe it's just style, so upon approval. Yeah, pretty much it's what was in the both drafts.
Okay, and just to be clear, this is something that the UH Foundation, the university does provide them with $3 million roughly per year.
Right.
And this would just allow the foundation to use that $3 million to conduct donor evaluations. And I believe we're in agreement there. So we can put in for release on this bill,
Okay,
and we are otherwise amenable to it, so we'll just wait for fin clearance on our side.
so you'll do the release?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll initiate the request. So are you also okay with Tuesday, 3 p.m. on this bill?
Yes.
Here in room 229.
The next item is Senate Bill 3238, language access. I believe that also had a CD1.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sorry, Senator, would you just mind saying who's for the here's for the record on this particular one?
Go ahead.
Okay, for the House, myself is lead.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You want to go first since
No, go
it
ahead.
is a
Go
Senate bill? Okay. Myself as co-chair, co-chair Miyake excused, members Amato and Souza present, member Capella excused.
Okay, for the Senate, myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, and the court member. So this measure is supported by the Filipino Caucus.
Yes.
We're pretty similar in the differences. Basically, it's the date, and you folks, we had a good date, we had a defective date, so we're just going to affect the date.
Okay.
And then the amounts have to be confirmed
Yes.
by the money committees. I believe it's $75,000 for one FTE, $50,000 each campus program funds for a total of $375,000. Is that what you have?
Let's see. Well, it was a 375 total, and I
Right.
think it was 225 for 3 FTEs. At one each at Leeward Community College, one at Kapiolani Community College, and one at UH Manoa. Is that your understanding? 3 positions total?
Okay, I was just reading this one and didn't see. What? Is that not correct?
But we are in agreement
So
conceptually.
275 here, establishment 225 for establishment of 3 full-time positions. Yeah, that is in the bill, so apparently the memo that we got is incorrect. So 3 full-time equivalent at 225 and 150 to implement the language access education, provide the funds be divided equally with Leeward Community College, Kapiolani Community College, University of Hawaii, Manoa. Take effect on July 1, 2026.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. The House is amenable to that. We will put in for release on our side, and hopefully Finance clears this for us. Can we also make this Tuesday at 3 p.m.?
Yes.
I believe we have one more bill on this
One more
agenda.
bill. This is Senate Bill 3286, our University of Hawaii Facilities Student Housing Master Plan, conference for the Senate, myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. For the House, myself and Rep. Miyake as co-chairs. Member Moroka is excused.
Okay, I think we have to roll this one over. this one. This is the development of student housing master plan. So yeah, can we roll this one over until Tuesday?
Sure thing. Tuesday, 3 p.m. in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, and just for the record, Senator, we did inquire with the University of Hawaii what it may cost to fund this campus, or a system-wide study across 10 campuses. The rough estimate we received was $1 million. So that is what they're suggesting is necessary to effectuate this. But we will pick this up on Tuesday at 3 p.m. in this room, as you suggested.
Okay, so I would think that the university will have some of this information as far as student housing, data and trends and so forth. So $5 million is quite a high amount considering the number of people that they have.
Sure. Yeah, I think this bill does, it's not just limited to housing. I believe it is a facilities assessment as well. And it is my understanding the University of Hawaii, the Manoa campus anyway, recently, or they're in the process of executing a contract with a consultant to come up with a long-term plan for Manoa housing. And I see that as a fruitful first step, but hopefully they can continue on so we can have a better set of metrics to hold them to as they figure out how to figure out housing and facilities in light of all these enrollment trends and challenges on the horizon.
No, I agree with you, and I think this is something that they should have been doing ongoing, so it just bothers me that there's a $1 million price tag, because we've asked this question before as far as the facilities, which buildings that maybe they can mothball if they're not using it to save on electricity, and what are the plans, and so I just like the fact that it's gonna cost $1 million is not something that they felt that they should have been doing all along, right? So,
Understood.
yeah, so hopefully this will spur them to come back and take a look at what data they already have, what they're currently doing, and what the future might hold. Okay, so we'll do that.
Sounds good. Okay,
Okay,
I believe that is the end of our 2:30 agenda,
Okay,
and I will adjourn the 2:30 agenda. But now convening conference committee for a series of higher education bills. Today is Friday, April 24th. It is 2:46 p.m. We are on the 2:40 p.m. agenda. Let's see here. Up first, House Bill 2158, HT1, ST1, relating to the University of Hawaii. For the House, myself and Keo Kapuliloi as co-chairs. Member Souza present.
okay, for the Senate, myself as chair, Kidani Gold co-chair, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. So I know we discussed this bill last year. I believe it was House Bill 1320. We took it to conference. The intention here is for the university to publish program level data, primarily for students, so they can understand if they go into a certain major, what kind of outcomes they may anticipate. Last year's bill did require, UH did request a couple of FTEs. This bill does not include that. I believe they have enough resources within this particular shop that handles this. And they do issue quite a bit of data as it is, but we're just trying to get this consolidated in an easy to digest manner.
I agree. I thought they did have some kind of dashboard.
They do, but this would, I think, make it a little bit easier in terms of making it more user accessible, just kind of a one-stop shop, if you will. The university did send a request, a few requirements, or suggestions, excuse me. So I am working on a CD1 that would incorporate many of it, just primarily relating to the scope of what we would be asking of them. So with that, would you be okay rolling this over to Tuesday at 3 p.m. as well?
So we'll just put it on the same agenda as.
Yes, we'll put it all on the same agenda, and we'll be happy to take the lead in producing that.
Okay, my staff will be happy about that.
Okay, the next two are Senate bills.
Okay, Senate Bill 2657, this is relating to the Alzheimer's disease and related dementia research. The conferees, myself for the Senate chair, McKelvey Kidani co-chairs, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. For the House, myself and Rep. Hussey as co-chairs. Member Amato is excused, as is Member Muraoka.
Okay. We're gonna have to roll this one over. Does require full-time positions still need to be worked out.
Yes, I believe we just blanked out the appropriations and the anticipated cost of the appropriation itself. But for the record, I believe the amounts we're looking at is 375,000 for 2 FTEs. Is that your understanding as well?
Yeah, but it seems to be moving sometimes, but yes.
Okay. Well, I know this was, obviously it has an appropriation, so would you be okay with, I mean, in terms of concept, we're in agreement, I believe,
Right.
in terms of the need for this
Oh,
program?
absolutely, yes.
Yes, and we are open to filling in the numbers as well as the clean effective date.
Okay.
So can we roll this one also over to
Yes.
Tuesday at 3 PM? And
I
we will, sorry, go ahead.
No, and I would work on a CD1.
Okay, and we'll ask for fin release on this one
Okay.
for the amounts we had just stated. Okay, thank you, Senator.
Okay. Okay, moving on to Senate Bill 2802. This is for the Agricultural Sciences Bachelor Program. For the Senate, myself as chair, Kidani co-chair, and the court member.
Okay, thank you, Senator. For the House, myself and Rep. Hussey as co-chairs, members Amato, Capella, and Muraoka are excused. So Senator, if I can start on this one?
Yes, please.
I believe when we received the bill, this was initially a 4-year degree program at Leeward Community College.
Right.
But we did make the amendment to transfer it to the University of Hawai'i at West Oahu, being that it is a 4-year institution. Thought that was a better fit. We did hear from the university that they're looking at roughly 564,000, I believe, was the newest number, to handle a couple of FTEs and some program costs.
I believe we need to really look at that numbers more carefully,
Sure.
and hopefully we'll have a budget that we can get released for.
Okay.
When we do decide. So we will roll this one over also for Tuesday.
Okay, thank you. And we'll verify the numbers and put in for release on our side. Okay, that gets us to the end of the 240 agenda. We are adjourned.
I believe you have the lead if you want to
All
open.
right.
Good afternoon. Today we are opening our conference committee meeting on 2 bills. This is the 250 agenda. It's April 24th, Friday, and we are in conference room 229. Let's see. First on our agenda is House Bill 1605 HD1 SD1. This is relating to human and community resilience. This measure is funding for the CTAR Food Security and Human and Community Resilience Institute. So Senator, I believe I did work.
tell me
Oh,
the
yeah,
conference?
sorry. First, on behalf of the House, myself, Rep. Garrett and Rep. Kush as co-chairs, and Representative Matsumoto as manager.
And for the Senate, myself as chair, Kodani co-chair, and the court is a member.
Thank you. So for this one, I'm working on a proposed CD1 that we've kind of discussed to reduce the 12 positions to 8. Those would be the 4 community nutrition associates, and then some conforming amendments with the other language to make sure it lines up with those subtractions. And then,
I did have some concerns about the nutrition associates.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about that
Yeah.
in our hearing. And in light of the situation, financial, I hope that we can revisit that number. So as
Okay.
we roll this over, we
Yeah.
can have further conversation about that.
okay. So we can roll over to next Tuesday
Tuesday,
for
3:30 agenda?
28th, yep, 3:30 in this conference room.
Yes, 229, room 229, 3:30 on the 28th, because I doubt if we have any kind of fin stuff by
Yeah,
Monday.
and then-
Tuesday as well, but we don't want to push it out too far, right?
Yep.
So we can work on that. Let's see, you'll do the draft once we get some kind of idea what numbers we're going to be working
Yes.
with, the effective date, okay? Got it. Okay, so for the next bill, it is Senate Bill 2320. This is the UHDOE DAB, Farmers Agricultural Careers, Kuleana Ag Tech Pathways, Senate conferees, myself as chair, Gabrielle Kidani as co-chairs, and the court as a member.
And for the House, myself, Rep. Garrett, and Rep. Kush as co-chairs, and Representative Matsumoto as manager.
Okay, this one also has a price tag. I'm not sure where we are as far as that, but certainly we have to roll it over since we don't have any, we're not gonna get anything soon from the Budget and Monies Committee. I see they're looking at 7 ag tech regional hubs, 700,000, 7 educators, 455,000 per year, 65 per position, 7 educators ag tech, also 75K for position, 4 career coordinators, 1 program manager, 1 admin associate, materials and supplies, and local inter-island travel. It's quite a price tag, so yeah, I think that needs to be further looked at and discussed with my ag chair. So unless you have. Okay, so are we okay to roll it to Tuesday at 3:30 in this room, 229?
Okay?
Okay. 3 p.m.? Sorry, what did I say?
Oh, 3:30.
Okay. No, it's 3:30. This agenda is 3:30. Did I say 3? I said, okay. Whatever it is, it's 3:30, 428 on 229.
Perfect.
Okay. And that takes care of that
Okay.
agenda. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
We're adjourned.
Call together, call to order, conference committee. Today's Friday, April 24th. We are on a 3 p.m. agenda. We are in room 229, and we have one item on this agenda, and that is Senate Bill 3263. This is relating to the University of Hawaii student athletes compensation, name, image, and likeness policies. The conferees for the Senate is myself as chair, Decoit Hashimoto, Keo Kolole co-chairs, and the court is a member. So it's going to take 3 of them to make sure I get it right.
Okay, Senator, and for the House, myself as co-chair, Chairs Matayoshi and Todd are excused, Member Olds is present, Muroka excused.
Okay, well, we do have a proposed CD1. Did we send it over? No? So I'll get you a copy.
Okay.
Of the CD1.
Okay.
Basically incorporating the Senate, what we talked about as far as keeping in the House provisions that was put in your draft, as well as the endowment fund that was discussed.
Sure, and just for the record, Senator, I do want to say I appreciate your desire to set up a long-term sustainable funding stream for this, because I think we share the belief that, we don't want to deal with this issue year in and year out. We're hoping that they can sustain this on their own. Ideally, it would be through private sector donations and whatnot, but hopefully we can get them to that point. But I'm happy to entertain your CD1 and go from there.
Okay, so we will send this over, and we would like to roll this one over also to Tuesday.
Okay.
Add that to the 3:30 agenda.
Can we just keep it all on the 3 PM agenda because Chair Chun is the lead on the 3:30
Oh, okay,
agenda?
that's good.
Okay, and again, we'll initiate the new notice for 3 PM on Tuesday in this room, 229?
229.
Yes.
Okay, so that concludes this 3 PM agenda.
Aloha, good afternoon. We are calling to order the joint conference committees on education. Today is April 24th, Friday. The time is 4:15 PM and we are in room 229. So we have 3 measures on the agenda. We are going to skip the first item on the agenda and we're going to start with the second item, House Bill 2300 HD1 SD1, relating to Department of Education procurement on behalf of the House. Conferees, myself, and Representative Lee as co-chairs, and we have Representative Olds, Representative Woodson is excused, and Representative Souza is excused.
Okay, and for the Senate, myself as chair, Hashimoto co-chair, and the court is a member.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I believe for this bill, we received communication from both Department of Education and Office of State Procurement. We are going to be drafting a CD1. I think the only difference for this one is the amount for the procurement threshold.
Right. So the Senate put in 200,000 and original was 250.
Correct.
So we'll prefer the 200.
The 200. Okay, we'll be drafting a CD1, and then when we finish on that one, we'll be transmitting a copy over to you, Chair.
Okay.
Okay, so for this bill, can we roll this over next week?
Yes.
Okay, I believe the date we had was Tuesday, April 28th, here in room 229 at 1:30 PM.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
229. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to, do you have people for the first item?
We have 2, so we have quorum on the first measure.
Okay, why don't we go back to the first measure?
Okay. Okay, members, we are moving to the first item on the agenda, House Bill 2297 HD1 SD2, relating to education. On behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Lee as co-chairs and Representative Souza as member, and she's excused.
Okay, and for the Senate, myself as chair, Kidani co-chair, and the court member.
Thank you, Chair. For this one, we have circulated and shared a CD1, and I believe we are in agreement on the content
Yes.
and amendments to this measure. And we, I believe, also have fin release on this bill. Okay, so before I take the vote, I'd like to share what this bill does.
Yes, please.
Commission? Okay, so House Bill 2297 updates Hawaii's statutory framework for adult and community education programs to ensure alignment with federal funding requirements, which are important to meet the federal Adult and Family Literacy Act grant requirements. This is important for DOE's priority to prepare our students for the workforce. And we have an effective date, and we have fin release on this one.
Yes, and we do have Senate release as well.
Okay, so with your permission, Chair, I will go ahead and do the vote. We're gonna vote on House Bill 2297 HD1 SD2. We are gonna pass a CD1, which was distributed. We have an effective date, and we also have fin
Okay,
release.
let me ask, any questions? by,
Oh, I'm sorry, any
members?
comments, questions,
Okay,
concerns?
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so on behalf of the House, I vote aye. Representative Lee? Aye. Representative Souza is excused. Chair may take the vote on behalf of the Senate. Chair Kim,
Aye.
Co-Chair Kidani,
Aye.
and Member DeCourt.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Chair. We have a bill.
Bill, first bill.
Yay.
I'd be the first and the last. No, say that, but tongue in cheek. Okay, I will go, if it's okay, start on Senate Bill 2877. This relates to the DOE Student-Authored Book Publication Pilot Program, slated for the area of Kalihi, grade 5. The conferees for the Senate is myself as chair, Kidani co-chair, Hashimoto and the court members.
Thank you, Chair. On behalf of the House conferees, myself and Representative Lee as co-chairs and Representative Muraoka as member.
Okay, thank you. Madam Chair, we would like to propose amendments. As you know, this measure is to help our elementary school students with literacy. It's a program that will build confidence and interest by the community and the families and the parents. I mean, I think this measure, for the amount that it might cost, small costs and huge benefits for the students. It's student area programming. It's something that they will be able to keep for life as a memento. It also allows them to tell their story, and I think it's very important. I'd like to propose that we expand this program, this pilot program, to the Waianae Nanakuli complex area. I think Waianae Nanakuli, like Kalihi, we have a number of challenges in our community, public housing, immigration, just a number of issues that I think would benefit. I think that it would give us a better sense of if this program produces the kind of results that we think it will give us a better idea across the board if we want to extend it to the state by not just saying have one community, but have two communities. And I think that the senator from the area agrees with this.
I do very much. Thank you, Chair. And I do believe that as our community is continuing to strengthen our literacy and, improve on certain levels, that we would like to not just be competitive, but really thrive in a lot of these areas. My district is already doing their own student-authored book. And they're kind of raising their own funds, and they're doing it in their own way. I was very honored to receive a copy of the book, and they had asked if they could extend a copy to the chair of education, and they just really wanted to advocate on their own and thank this committee, and also on the House side. We really appreciate it, and we just thank you for this amazing opportunity to encourage something so inspiring to our students and something that they can be so proud of. So thank you, Chair, and thank you, chairs.
Of course. Thank you, Chair, for your hard work on this measure. The House, as you know, also prioritizes literacy, and we'd like to see our kids thrive. So the House is willing to take a look at your proposed amendments, and please let us know what requests you'll be making for the budget item.
I'll give you an idea. Right now, we're looking at doing it as a 2-year program instead of a 1-year pilot, and 2 years because the schools need to have time to get it going and basically integrate it into their program. So we look at the next school year as the period that they will do that, and then so the school year of 27, 28 is when they could actually do it, unless they wanted to do it early. We don't want to mandate this. We want to have 5 schools from the Kalihi area, 5 schools from the Waianae Nanakuli area, and in the process of talking with principals who would want to do this, because we certainly don't want to force it on them. And then we are looking at getting funding, private funding, and we have a nonprofit source that will accept the funds, and then each classroom, each teacher in that grade, if it's 5th grade, then would have a budget, and then they would be able to do this, and it would be the principal then would report back to us, and it wouldn't be a DOE mandated program. And so that we're in the process of putting all of that together. Okay. So it's not like this is happening as we go. And so I've been meeting with principals to get a better idea of what it is that they also would like to see within this measure. So that's just an idea, and then we'll go ahead and put it in a form of
CD1.
a CD1.
Thank you, Chair. Yes.
Okay, so that will be forthcoming. I think that's the last item.
Should we roll this,
Oh,
Senator?
yes,
Yes.
yes. Shall we roll it? Yeah, let's roll it on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have more details on that.
Same time, 1:30 PM,
Okay.
room 229. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's
That
it.
is end of our agenda.
Thank you.